Welcome to Manifest. That's the name of this podcast. Today's topic, we are going to be talking about Uranus and Gemini. So today is April 25th, 2026. It is Saturday where I'm at. It's still morning. It's kind of a little overcast out there. You might be able to see the sun peeking through the window, but it's not really blazing how it normally is, but it's still early, so uh, later on in the day it will probably get a little hotter. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Uranus and Gemini. So it starts today. Like I said, it was April 25th. Um, and I'll go over some things. I took down some notes I wrote down that I want to talk about. But um, this is a topic I want to talk about because I'm a Gemini, but it also affects everyone as well. These are just some things that I wrote down that will be affected during this transit. So, first, um, individuals are entering a 7-year period focused on intellectual liberation and expansion. So, this transit will bring a lot of mindset shifts. And, like I just said, it'll be for 7 years. This cycle will last for 7 years. So, um, you might be letting go of old mindsets. Um, you're probably going to be stepping more into a growth mindset with the expansion. Um, during this time, you're more likely to experience unexpected events that set them on a new path or spontaneously shift the direction of their lives. And they will be asked to develop the ability to quickly adapt to changing circumstances. So, this makes a lot of sense for me, especially within the past year. A lot of changes have been happening. Um, if you know me personally, you probably know some of the things I went through. So this is probably um, something that I will have to work on a little bit is adapting quickly to circumstances. I'm pretty good at adapting, but do I like the change where it's a quick, fast-paced change and I need to adapt? I don't really like that type of environment or that situation. I like more where it's things are more planned and structured. So that might be a challenge for me. I don't know how you are, but be on the lookout for that. If you're into more of the tarot side of things, that would represent a tower. So a tower is when things fall apart, or that's just what it looks like on the outside. When really what is happening on a spiritual level is things are coming together. So whatever has to fall apart that doesn't resonate with the new timeline or the new identity, new mindset, whatever new, that has to be let go. Like how I was talking about people, places, or things. You might have to move. You might have to end a relationship. You might have to leave a job. Um, those are all things that you probably will have to do at some point in time in your life. So depending on where you are in your journey, um, and what you're currently doing, like are you married, single, do you have kids, all those factors play a role in your decision making, and also the level of commitment to these things. But there needs to be a detachment phase where you pretty much surrender to God, the universe, or whatever you believe, and put full faith in the plan that everything will work out for your highest good. So Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius and is connected to sudden change, disruption of the status quo, and events that push us out of familiar patterns and into entirely new ways of being. So Aquarius is my north node. This is really interesting because Pluto is also in Aquarius for I think the next 30 years. So this next 7 years when Uranus is in Gemini should be an interesting time for me. A lot of growth, like I said, mindset shifts, transformations, identity shift. So you might be going through some of the things currently, or you should expect some of those things within the next 7 years. During this time, it is a clear shift from transformation on a material and structural level to transformation on an intellectual and communication level. So a lot of it, Gemini is an air sign, so it's a lot to do with mental. I'm very information based. I like to research things. I like to learn. So that's goes along with this. Makes sense because currently I'm shifting more into my purpose of being a kahuna. So in my culture, that is a shaman, but I'm also a motivational speaker. From when I was a young age, I was always trying to motivate people through my actions and also just even my mindset. So I'm shifting more to my actual purpose, alignment to that. So there's a lot of changes going on in my life. So this is resonating. This transit will bring revolutionary changes in education systems and how we learn and in how information is shared and exchanged. This should be interesting. I know when I looked it up, they spoke about AI and AI's role in information sharing and exchange. A lot of people think AI is going to take over. I think in some aspects, yes, it will. In certain industries, they will try to um, get robots and different systems in place where they don't have to use labor. It'll be more efficient, but then in terms of jobs, people will have to start doing other jobs. So it's something to think about moving forward into the future because AI is already here and it's growing. It's fast paced. There is a race to kind of be the best, well versed in AI. So that is the direction the whole world is going. Um, not just certain countries, but everyone collectively is moving towards mastering and being number one in AI. Whereas before it was a race to the moon, everyone wanted to go to the moon, who could get there first and state their claim. But now we had moved on to AI. During this time, it will highlight challenges connected with constant mental stimulation and information overload. Um, so, like I just talked about AI, everything now is really computerized. It's on your phone. We have access to a lot of information with the internet, different apps we may use on a daily basis, and this can overload us on a stimulus level. But also, 5G towers. I know where I'm at, they're putting 5G towers in, and people are saying that they cannot sleep just because of the transmission of frequency. So if you're not sure about different frequencies and how they affect your mental state, but also the environment, you might want to do some research. Um, I am aware of how I'm affected just because I've been interested in these topics since a young child, like elementary days, like 8, 7 years old. So I've been really going down the rabbit hole of frequency vibration. And I was also in the GATE program in elementary. So during that time, that was like a MK Ultra spin-off. A lot of people say they were running experiments on children. I cannot confirm that. I know in my particular program, things were happening, but a lot of it is speculation. I don't want to say certain things were happening or they weren't happening. If you want to talk to me about that privately, we can have that conversation. But I don't want to be on my public platform talking about that. That's not the purpose of this video. So if you want to have that conversation, we can have that conversation off the record, and you can go from there. But this stands out to me because I find that when I leave my phone on, just because I'm so close to it when I fall asleep, um, the notifications are always going off, and I just find that it could be a mental thing, like mentally I'm like, oh, my phone is affecting me. That could be it, but I do find that it is a little harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. So when I turn off my phone, it's a lot easier to stay asleep and have a better night's rest. So constant stimulation, uh, because of my lifestyle now, I find that I'm always have my headphones in. You might notice on some of the videos I have the earbuds. I'm trying not to do that as much just because I've done a little bit of research and they're saying that the earbuds might be affecting your hearing. I found that a little bit. I mean, I normally keep it on the lower setting, but just the way the headphones are built, it's not really supposed to be like that in your ear. Like it makes sense for the structural anatomy to hold it there, but when you think about sound uh, in the natural environment, it's not echoing in your ear chamber, so it is can create damage. It's just something to think about. So I've been trying to lessen my headphone use, more just put I could use overhead headphones. That's probably a better option. And then just using the speakerphone feature as well when I can. Also, this will emphasize restlessness, inconsistency, and difficulties staying grounded. I've kind of noticed this with myself recently, just being more aware of my nervous system, how it's affected by things around me, people, the environment, even foods, like insulin level spikes. I found that fasting really helps me stay grounded, especially brings mental clarity. So you might be interested in those topics, and you can look those up on Google. I can vouch for that. That fasting really does help, at least for me. I mean, you should do it healthily. As always, I mean, I would check with your physician if you're not already healthy or you already have some health problems. You do want to make sure you do it safely because there can be risks. So just be aware of that. Um, I have dealt with restlessness as well too, but I think that's from the overstimulation and just the um, nervous system regulation that I need to be working on. Also, during this time, this transit will challenge rigid ways of thinking, encourages us to question established narratives, and support the development of critical and independent perspectives. So overall, everyone is there's like an awakening going on. I wouldn't say within the past couple of years. It's been going on for forever, really. Um, people are awakening to their roots, their ancestors, connecting more to Mother Earth and Father Sky, um, being more aware of the environment and connecting to their intuition. So as more people awaken to this, I don't really want to say awaken. I more so want to say revert. As more people revert back to their roots, their cultures, mindsets will shift, and as we do this collectively, the world as a whole will shift. So know that these transits are affecting everyone on the globe, like on Earth. So uh, it should be interesting to see how this plays out for the next 7 years, especially with the AI race and currently what is going on in the world, like the wars and political things as well. But lastly, it's a time of unlearning as well as learning. So, like I said, systems are being broken down. Things are changing, which is good because that's growth, that's expansion. Um, so really, I feel like it's a positive change. Although like the tower might hit you drastically, you might not be prepared for it, but know that it is for your highest good and even the highest good of everyone collectively. And on the timer, it was just 555. So five represents change. It represents projection of energy. So mindsets are shifting, things are changing around us. So just be prepared for that and know everything will work out for your highest good. That's pretty much all I have for Uranus in Gemini. I'm pretty excited about this transit, just for me, and then also it being the ruler of Aquarius, and Aquarius is my north node. So this is should be a good season for me. Hopefully, it brings you abundance and everything you want as well. In the description box, it should have my information for the my Facebook. That's where I post links to these videos. I also have links to my website on my Facebook and other socials as well. So you can go over there and check that out. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Trying to grow this channel, spread the word. Also, I released a few books. If you're interested, you can message me here or on my other socials. We could talk about it. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Be on the lookout for other content and have a great day.